Not only they are insulting the Prime Minister by making a mockery, they are insulting the Prime Minister of this country. We can't tolerate, we cannot tolerate this type of behavior from the senior leaders. I'm sorry, last second, they tried to insult you. They are trying to create a new precedent by giving a vote of motion against the chairman. First time in the history of this country, no confidence motion against the chairman. These people have brought. I'm sorry, I cannot agree. I must be very frank, even if the Prime Minister, how they have behaved outside. This is going to destabilize our democratic system. This is going to destabilize our democratic system. We cannot allow. I must be very frank, we scolded them and appealed to these members. Dr. Vijay, they are creating a new beginning. I am so sorry. I am so sorry for hearing this. He is a gentleman. He is a very sober leader. Now his own colleagues are being creating this problem. I appeal to the leader of the House. We cannot accept the House must bring in insulting the Prime Minister, insulting the Prime Minister by making a mockery. We cannot allow this to happen. Sir, I must be very frank. I appeal to these friends. How long is it go on there? How long? You never can do it. Appeal. I will not do it. I cannot allow.
Leader of the opposition.
सर, मैं आपका ध्यान रूल नंबर 238A, the procedure regarding allegations against members. No allegation of a defamatory or incriminatory nature shall be made by a member against any other member or a member of the House unless the member asking the allegation has given a previous intimation to the chairman and also to the minister concerned, so that the minister may be able to make an investigation into the matter of the purpose of reply.
What is your point of order? What is your point of order?
238.
What is your point of order?
Why House is not in order? I am telling.
All right.
See, they are making reckless allegation.
What is the point of order?
They are making reckless allegation. And sir, you are respected. And you are listening. You are encouraging.
What is point of order?
Who is allowing this disruption? I want to ask.
What is the point of order?
I raised 238.
I have seen that rule. I know the rule.
Sir,
what is the point of
देखो,
order?
सुनिए आप,
What is the point of
लोकतंत्र
order?
हमेशा दो पहियों
I
पर
know.
चलती है
But what is the
और एक पहिया है
Who is the member?
अपोजिशन पार्टी
Who is the member?
और
Who is the
दूसरा है
delegation?
रूलिंग पार्टी। लेकिन आप
What is the point of order?
दोनों के लिए
लेकिन आप अंपायरी छोड़ के अगर एक तरफा निर्णय लिए तो ये देश के लिए, डेमोक्रेसी के लिए बहुत बड़ा धोखा है।
To meet at 11 a.m. on Friday, the 13th December 2024.
Is the way to. Like most of the bills passed by the NDA, this bill is also detrimental to state rights. Cooperative federalism, which you keep talking about, has become confrontational federalism in reality. Disaster management is a state subject. Any amendments without consulting the states will have negative impact on disaster response. Para 6.1 has proposed including technical guidance to state governments and the authorities. Does it mean that the state will be bound by the advice of the union? And the bill proposes to create a national level, state level disaster database. This is something I think everybody of us over here will welcome. But will that study really be a in-detail study of all the terrains, all the villages, all the cities, all the states, districts, all the landscape, the terrains, and it has to include, if Tamrabarani breaches, you should be able to understand through the data which are the areas which will get affected, which are the settlements which will get affected. If a lake breaches, if a river breaches, this is the kind of data which has to be included in the database. And the most important thing is, once you collect data and create a database, most of the time the state governments are not able to access that data. This should not be the case. Because we're playing with lives, it should be easily accessible to the state governments also. And we have to understand that sea erosion, and we have a very long coast, and every coastal city and village has the problem of sea erosion. Coastal areas are getting eroded, and also there are predictions that many of the cities in this country will be submerged. Many parts of the cities will be submerged underwater. So we have to take this into consideration and plan ahead to keep our people safe. Section 8B, a new insertion in the bill, talks about a high-level committee. This will act as a nodal body to decide whether the disaster is a serious major disaster or not. I'm worried that because this committee does not have powers on its own, it will be completely under the government. So when it is under the government and it has to decide according to the government, maybe only serious disasters will only happen in double-engine states, where the single engines will be left to fend for themselves. The bill fails to ensure disaster as a disaster relief as a justiciable right. Tamilnadu has had to go to the Supreme Court for aid after it was affected very badly by the cyclone Migjam. 37,000 crores which it wanted to rebuild the lives of the people, the thousands and thousands of people, the houses we lost, the farmlands we lost, to rebuild their lives. Our Chief Minister asked the Union government and the Prime Minister for aid to help these people in distress, but we did not get a single rupee from the Union government. And today, we are forced to go to the Supreme Court. Wayanad has, it was such a bad disaster in front of our eyes. But they have not got any help. So why is it that a state government has to be forced to go to Supreme Court every time there is an issue, every time there's a problem, every time we need help? We have to approach the court to get justice for us. And the state had to argue that the center's inaction violates citizen rights to equality and life with dignity under Article 14 and 21 of the Constitution. You want to constitute a separate urban disaster management authority for state capitals and municipal corporations. What is the point in it? Creation of multiple authorities without clear demarcation of powers leads to a lot of confusion, bureaucratic inefficiency, and that is all. Already we have different departments handling with different calamities. The Center for Seismology and Meteorological Department handle earthquakes. Mining disasters by Department of the Mines. This actually only leads to delays, and it starts a blame game among the departments. It is high time we need one department, one agency, and maybe it's time for the government to think of one particular ministry, separate ministry for disaster management to take care of the number of disasters which are happening practically every second day in this country. For example, the West Bengal Chief Minister, Madam Mamata Banerjee, has said the floods in South Bengal 2023 was caused by deliberate mismanagement of the DVC. They release water without consulting us, and now people are suffering. So this is what happens when you have various multiple agencies without any clear demarcations, and too many people will not be able to deliver anything. In section 44A, you said you will constitute a state disaster response force for specialized responses. But there is no mention about who will be funding for this mechanism. There's a proverb in Tamil. ஆத்துக்குள்ள நின்னு அரோகரான்னு சொன்னாலும் சோத்துக்குள்ள தான் இருக்கான் சொக்கநாதன். So, if you don't tell us who's going to fund it, again that burden will come on us. So, I think the bill has to be very clear about who is going to fund this disaster response force for specialized response. India has, and moreover, India has witnessed over 5,000 deaths from 2014